Well, it's my new look, my new trademark. Yeah, it's either going to be dark brown hair when I dye it, or a hat, or this. I'm sorry it's dirty looking. It needs cleaning. But anyway, I've been looking online for designer hats. A lot of YouTubers, they like to wear hats because it dresses up the video. And I've been looking for some designer hats. I think it'd be pretty cool. You get rid of that old gray, whitish. No more. No more. I put up with it long enough. It's either this or a designer hat or a military haircut or dark brown hair. No more white, no more gray. Period. None. Anyway. So that'll be my new, either this, I don't know, I wouldn't want a cowboy hat, but some kind of real nice designer hat. Looks real cool. I think it'd really sharpen up my videos. But my new look is here. No more white, no more looking at that ugly white gray, no more. Anyway, so my new trademark, and I'm going to have different hats, or I'm gonna find me a nice designer hat. I think that'd be pretty cool. But this video is about, what do I really miss? What's one thing that I really miss hearing? Goes back to when I was a young teenager on the porch at my grandma's house, 1970s. I really miss hearing this. My dad, my mom, my grandma, my aunt, my uncles, our neighbors, everybody was on the porch. 95% of the time it was on a Sunday night, evening, sometimes Wednesdays. I miss hearing this. Quote, in 35 or 40 years down the road, the end of time. I knew as a young teenager, it was not the end of time then. No, life was too wonderful and beautifully simple. Life was too simple to be the end of time. There was no indication that man was getting smarter. Yes, we went to the moon. I'm talking about your personal iPads, iPods, things like that. Nothing. So that kept life so wonderful, simple. And we'd be, I play with my cousins, and our neighbor kids would come over, and we play hide and go seek. But I miss hearing that. I miss hearing the adults talk about in 35 or 40 years at the end of time. We knew it wasn't then. We knew it wasn't. And get ready for God's coming now, so when you grow up and become an adult, then God will come back. But I knew that the end of time was 35 or 40 years down the road. Long time yet. And that was so wonderful to hear that. Oh, it was beautiful. It was so peaceful to hear them talking like that. It was wonderful. It kept life so simple. I really miss that a lot. I really miss hearing that talk. They'd be talking about what happened at church, what the preacher preached about at church that day. Things like that. It was wonderful to hear the numbers in 35 or 40 years down the road. 35 or 40 years when it gets bad, God's coming. But it was so wonderful then to know that, yes, there was the Vietnam War. I'm talking about overall. Overall, the 70s was wonderfully simple. It was a wonderful time to grow up. I love being in my grandma's house. Every now and again, you had to fight boredom. Not so much at home because we had the CB radio, of course, TV. At my grandma's house, she didn't want the TV on. No radio at my grandma's house. That really didn't matter that much, no. She always tell us go outside and play. Always. The way my grandma was. I'm glad she did it that way. Maybe once a year, it'd be a Billy Graham special come on out, 2 o'clock or whatever. She'd make us watch Billy Graham for an hour. That's maybe once a year. But I really miss hearing that. Oh, I really miss hearing that. I hear my dad, I hear my grandma, in 35 or 40 years, the end of time, in 35 or 40 years, and I'm quoting, down the road, I would sit on the side of the porch hearing them. And it was so wonderful to hear that, knowing then life felt like it could go on forever. That's the way the 70s, that's the way it was when I grew up. Everybody sat on the porch. Oh, it was so simple. And it felt like life could go on forever. It was fantastic. It was great. Oh, I really miss that. I miss hearing that. I really and truly do.